Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lala Zone. I am Damon. Hope y'all doing well. Hope you win your 50-50s. We're going to get right into this because, Jesus criminy, the Wuthering Waves community is crashing out hard. They're losing their collective shit. Now, this is in regards to the anniversary gifts, rewards, whatever. And I need to make an amendment because, as it turns out, I was at first thinking that it was leakers and irresponsible content creators whipping everybody up into a frenzy. However, it has come to my attention that in reality, it's people that are basing what other game companies do with their games and how they handle their anniversaries. That's where the expectations or the overblown expectations are coming from, which is completely and totally fair. Right out of the gate, I'm going to say that. It's fair. It's expected. You see how somebody like Tower Fantasy or Ark Knights or any of these other games handle their anniversaries, even PGR, which Kuro made. We see that, and that's probably where a lot of it's coming from. People see how they handled the anniversary with PGR, and they're like, well, they made PGR, so this year it's going to be banging. Wuthering Waves is going to be off the charts, right? And then we watch the live broadcast, and we're given a whole lot of nothing. And so we're disappointed. And then we, in turn, get frustrated and mad, and then we lash out, right? Now, content creators are trying to put this out. They're trying to put the fire out, right? But one of the things that they're not taking into consideration is the fact that we have, as gamers, as players, very few options for criticizing gaming companies and calling them out on the carpet for their predatory business practices or just practices that we don't like in general. We have very few options, right? and even fewer responsible options. Now, we can voice our opinions on things like Reddit, Twitter, YouTube. You could do a video on YouTube talking about it, that are non-destructive, right? It's all how you word it. You're going to get more bees with pollen than you are vinegar, period. End of discussion, right? If you're trying to bully them, you're going to get, you might get some of what you want, but you're going to get bare minimum, right? It's kind of like, you think of it as customer service. If you're on the phone with a customer service agent from a company that you're dealing with, and you're an a-hole about it, they're going to give you the bare minimum of what they're allowed to give you. But if you treat them with respect and dignity and class and talk to them like adults and you're responsible, you will get much further along. You'll get more than what you're asking for because you've made that person feel good about helping you versus them feeling like they're being bullied into it, right? And that's what's going on. People are attempting to bully Kuro into these rewards, and so they're going to give you the bare minimum. That's what you're going to get. If you want them to feel good about themselves when they're giving you these rewards and make them feel like, hey, I want to give our community these rewards. You have to make them feel that way. You have to be positive. You have to take a negativity and turn it into a positivity and say, hey, look, I realize that you guys are a company, you have to make money. But look, I'm not real happy with what's going on right now. I'm not real happy with the anniversary. And I think there are some people that are doing that. But from what I've seen and read, It's going in the opposite direction. They're threatening to review bombs the Steam launch when it comes out, and they're going after Kuro like they stole money from him, and it's just not a good look. That's not how you handle it. You have to be respectful, all right? And I know a lot of gacha players don't know how to control their emotions. They're young. They think that the world owes them something, whatever the case may be. Just know that nobody owes you a damn thing. Nobody owes you anything. And if you want to elicit something out of somebody, then you have to behave in a manner that is conducive to a positive attitude. Meaning, you got to tell Kuro, look, I love what you're doing. I think you're a great company, but at the same time, this anniversary, I'm sorry, but it kind of sucks. I was hoping for better. Never say you're expecting, just say I was hoping for better, right? Then they will turn around and say, our players have a point. These resonators are not going to give us, and in regards to what they're providing, we'll get to that right now. Instead of, I'll screw my last point. It doesn't matter anymore. How I think they should handle it. A person in a comment had a very good idea, saying that the way that they think it should work, and I tend to agree with them on this one, is you make both of the banners, like you could even just supply a voucher through email, right? Through our inbox in our game. In-game inbox, we get a voucher that we can use on either of those banners, or all four of them. However, you only get two. You get two vouchers, right? You get a voucher for the resonator and a voucher for one weapon, right? That will allow us to decide which weapons, which resonators we want to pull for. We only get one free resonator and one free weapon, but that would alleviate so much of the pressure from Kuro's back right now if they did that. No 50-50. Now, in regards to after the fact, once you spend that voucher on those two things, the banner converts to a regular banner with pity, with 50-50, the whole 9 yards. So anything above and beyond that, that's what you get, right? But it gives us the ability to choose. That is player friendly. It gives us the ability to choose what weapon we want and what resonator we want. Some of us may want a copy of what we already have. Some of us may want a brand new resonator that we've been looking for. Jinsei for me. Okay? I need Jinsei. I lost her twice. Well, I the first time I didn't pull for her at all. But the second time I pulled for her and I lost her. And listen, I didn't even get to use my 50-50 on her. I went to 74, 73 pulls. Didn't even get to 50-50. Just went straight into hard pity, right? So I got burned on that one. I kind of feel like I got screwed over. But this would allow players to play catch up for the resonators they don't have, and it's risk-free. We don't have to blow a ton of astrites trying to get these characters, right? That's how they can fix this. I think that's really going to be the only solution. That's just me. But it's how you handle it. You can't go after them like they're your enemy. You have to go after them like they are your friend, even though they are not our friends. They're a business. They're a company. It is their job to extract as much money out of your wallet as humanly possible. And our job is to try to prevent that, right? While still enjoying their game. Yes, we can put a little money in. I'm a light spender myself. I would be the smallest minnow in the ocean, period, right? because I do the Lunite subscription and I do the podcast, the cheaper podcast, by the way, the $10 one. Anyways, that's it for me. If you like the video, do me a favor, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. If you do comment, please be respectful. Please be kind. Okay, there's no point in being a jackass about anything because I'm just gonna ignore it. But until the next one, y'all take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on the flip side. Demon is